What up, squad? MizzyWorld is here back to present motherfucking MizzyWorld Monday. Yes, it's back and in full effect where I do my weekend review on everything from music, sports, pop culture, news, anything really that interests MizzyWorld. I'm doing a weekend review on. You dig what I'm saying? And just like my last MizzyWorld Monday or my pilot for MizzyWorld Monday that did great with my reviews, I'm going to start off with the sports. Now, sports-wise, I got a few topics I want to touch on sports-wise when it comes to basketball and a little bit of baseball, but I'm going to do that on my quick reactions throughout the week. This motherfucking sports review is going to be based around this crazy divisional weekend. This weekend has been crazy. Clearly, I just watched this crazy Chicago fucking Philly game, but I want to start off my review with the Colts Texans first game of the divisional weekend. By the way, I went 3-1 in my predictions. It should have been undefeated if this fucking scary ass kicker ain't shanked the fucking field goal. But that's neither here nor there. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do a review on the Colts game where they may have had the most impressive win of anybody throughout this weekend. But what scares me about the Colts is that they did come out so strong against the Texans, but they tailed off at the end. They went into halftime 21-0, but won the game 21-7. Like, if you think you about to go into Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes and his 50 touchdowns through the regular season with 21 points, I got a news flash for you, Indianapolis Colts. You're sadly mistaken. You dig what I'm saying? I want to shout out the linebacker from the Colts too because he don't get no love. I forgot his name. I'm gonna have his name come across once I really edit my video up. But shout him out because he does lead the league in tackles. And since you got Raekwon Smith with the Bears and you got the tackling Dutchman with the Cowboys, he really hasn't been getting the love that he is supposed to be getting, and he leads the league in tackles. You feel what I'm saying? As a rookie, so I want to shout him out from the Colts. But yeah, the Colts, they look like the most impressive team, and I don't know what happened with the Texans, man. Like, they just came out flat. J.J. Watt was a fucking no-show. Jadeveon Clowney was a no-show. I don't know, man. They just didn't have that intensity. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go on to the second game. The Cowboys and the Seahawks. I thought this was going to be the best game of the weekend. It ended up being a pretty good game. It might actually be up there with the best. Nah, the Eagles-Bears game is the best game of the fucking weekend. But the Cowboys and Seahawks was a close second game of the weekend. It was a real good game. I just love the intensity that it brought. Dak Prescott went out there, balled his ass off. It looked like it was going to the win for a minute, and then, you know, Russell Wilson does his little magic at the end and try to make it a game. But that was a good game, and I feel as though the Cowboys might be the scariest team in the playoffs right now because that defense is revving. You feel what I'm saying? And if they could just make some big plays on offense, which they have the talent around them, they have the personnel to do it. When you think about that can break off a big run here or there. You got Amari Cooper that could take a slant and take it to the house here or there. You got Trayvon Austin that could take a slant and take it anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got motherfucking, of course, Ezekiel Elliott in your backfield. So that's something that you gotta look out for in the NFC is those motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. I know Eagles fans don't want to hear that, but the Cowboys looking real scary in the NFC. Let's move on to the first game of the Sunday games, and that was the Chargers and Ravens. That game looked like the Chargers had the most complete victory of anybody out the weekend, but that went out the window in the last 8 minutes where they let Lamar Jackson just go fucking buck wild. Well, not buck wild, but Lamar Jackson just got loose a little bit and he made it more of a game than it should have been. You feel what I'm saying? The Chargers actually dominated that game. Fucking Lamar Jackson had like 124 passing yards in the fourth quarter, but overall I think he only had like 170 passing yards. So yeah, he really didn't do too much today. It was all his work came in the fourth quarter. The Chargers, they had a great victory. They going to Foxborough next week. That's going to be a good one. But 9 times out of 10, me and Vern Knowledge going to give y'all our predictions before then. So I'm not even doing my predictions for the divisional round just yet. But let's go on to the last game. And what a fucking game between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, I had the Chicago Bears in this game. I thought the defense was going to be too much. I felt as though they was going to make enough plays on offense. And it almost turned out to be that way. But I mean, the kicker, shit happens. But that's like, bro, that's like missing a wide open layup for the game winner. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, niggas. But no, bro, it's not supposed to happen. Not with the game on the line. You feel what I'm saying? You got one job and one job only. They went down. They didn't give you a hard field goal. 43 yards. What's that? A couple more yards than the extra point right now. And he shanked that shit badly. How you nail the first one, then the second one you shanked that shit badly? Like, come on, bruh. And where the fuck was Khalil Mack at? Like, come on, bruh. $100 million contract. Like, we pay you for you to show up in these huge games. Like, Von Miller got paid because he showed up in the playoffs. He was the MVP of the Super Bowl. If you saw that AFC Championship game, he was the MVP. He was the MVP of that playoffs for the Denver Broncos. You feel what I'm saying? But where were you at? You feel what I'm saying? We heard from Hicks all night. We heard from the other defensive, the other outside linebacker all night, but Khalil Mack was a no-show. You feel what I'm saying? Where was Khalil Mack at? But I'm going to tip my hat to the Eagles. I think y'all going to have a tough one in New Orleans, though. It's going to be rowdy in that Superdome. And if y'all think 16 points is going to be enough in that Superdome, just like with the Indianapolis Colts, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Y'all got to be ready to put up some points against them New Orleans Saints. You feel what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's my rundown for the weekend and fucking the wild card weekend for the NFL. I'm going to give y'all some more topics on these sports later on in the week for my basketball, my baseball fans. You feel what I'm saying? What did y'all think about the wild card weekend in sports? And what do y'all think about these games in general? Who is the biggest surprise? Who do y'all think is going to be the biggest threat out of wild card weekend? In my eyes, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are the biggest threat to me, and out of the teams that made it through the wild card weekend. Let me know who y'all think the biggest threat is going to be, and what did y'all think just in general of wild card weekend. Gang. Now on to the music segment of MizzyWorld Monday. Now, my weekend review in music, I really don't have a weekend review of music because I just been caught up on so many different other things and really listening to a lot of the same different music lately and not really getting into the newer music because I was catching up on a lot of music that I didn't hear, you feel what I'm saying? But I want to shout out some artists that I'm going to be giving like actual Mizzy World shout outs for throughout the week because I want to give y'all a preview of these artists that you're going to be getting a lot of these interviews of in these upcoming weeks and months. You feel what I'm saying? So the first person is Philly's Hippie, my boy Kyrie, my friend, my bro B's brother, Kyrie. He's a dope ass artist. He got a EP that's coming out called PTSD. He got a video out called Kensington Lamar. Video out called All Black. He's just a very different artist, dope as shit. His concept is fresh and new. His story is something that a lot of different people are going to be able to relate to, and I think it's going to be a music shout out that y'all really going to enjoy. You feel what I'm saying? The next one is A.R. Ace. He's a artist from Uptown. He's going to be the closest artist to my hood. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm from Somerville. You feel what I'm saying? And I think he from like Chewing Locust. So if you know the area of like Somerville and Uptown and kind of the Germantown area, you know how close we sector. You feel what I'm saying? So he'll be probably the closest artist in my vicinity that I did an interview with and a shout out for. You feel what I'm saying? Stay on the lookout for him. He a dope ass artist, conscious artist, just fresh as shit. You feel what I'm saying? The next one is Dre is Major. Yeah, Dre is Major. You feel what I'm saying? My boy from high school. I knew he rapped back then. I forgot what your name was back then, but I see that this shit is taking him further and further. You feel what I'm saying? And I see the progression that you making, bro. Your music is crazy. What is it? Sauce Dripping. That's my shit right there. You feel what I'm saying? I can't wait to do the interview with you. Stay tuned for that music shout out. And just give me some more artists to look forward to in Philly. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta start coming together on a whole nother major type wave. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and not when people get the recognition and they get the buzz already. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas like to hop out the woodworks and start dick eating once you got the buzz across the nation and everybody to now it's no, man, fuck all that. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm feeling you now, I'm feeling you now. You ain't gotta have that buzz or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So stay tuned to those artists. Stay tuned for those shout outs. Stay tuned for those motherfucking interviews. You feel what I'm saying? And go check them out on their motherfucking Instagrams. You dig what I'm saying? Gang. On to the pop culture segment of MizzyWorld Monday. Now, what is my weekend review on the pop culture across the nation for MizzyWorld Monday. Is there any debate what the big story is in pop culture right now with Lifetime releasing a docudrama series on R. Kelly? You feel what I'm saying? Called Surviving R. Kelly. Now, that's the biggest pop culture reference. That's what everybody's talking about. That's what all the memes are about. That's where everybody getting their jokes from. And that's just the touching point of everything pop culture right now. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's something that's real serious right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if this shit was having such a lasting effect on these females and such a damaging effect, and we were perpetuating it and we were turning a blind eye to this shit. You feel what I'm saying? This shit not nothing new that just came out. You feel what I'm saying? I remember reading about these sex slave girls like back 2-3 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? And saying something on Facebook about that. Or I might not have spoke about it, but I know I was reading an article on it where another woman was coming out and saying, well, I could leave and come back and this, that, and basically saying that the bitches wasn't slaves. I don't know if the females were slaves or not. I wasn't there. I can't speak on this shit. You feel what I'm saying? All I know is that at the end of the day, it's nothing new to the black community to know that fucking R. Kelly likes little girls and that he's a fucking pedophile. You feel what I'm saying? Since I can remember, R. Kelly's been at the butt of every joke of, oh, you like little girls and this, that, and the third, or peeing on bitches and just being a nasty motherfucker on some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact that this shit coming full circle now to people really wanting to take it serious and, oh, talk to your daughters and talk to your son. Listen, man, it shouldn't have to take this for you to talk to your daughters and sons in general. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you should be raising your sons in the right way to treat women with respect and as queens as they are. You feel what I'm saying? Treat women as queens just as they are. Or if they don't treat themselves like queens, then fuck them. But yeah, like in my opinion, you don't have to go down the direction of belittling them and enslaving them into your homes and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take this for you to tell your little girl that she's loved and that she's not being she's not like an object to be passed around, that she's cared for and that she's precious. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't take these horrific stories for you to be telling your kids and leading your kids down the right path. You feel what I'm saying? I know for some of y'all it does take these things because, oh man, I live in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? I live on Worcester and Shelton and Philly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see darkness every day. You feel what I'm saying? You see how easily it swallows people up. So for me to see this and no, I know it's monsters out here. I know it's demons out here. And I know how hard it is. I know how easy it is for these kids to get swept up in this shit. I know how hard it is for you to dodge that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it shouldn't take this shit like this and shit that we knew about. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like I wanna watch the series just to see what these women are talking about. I wanna see the facts behind everything. You feel what I'm saying? I want to, well, and even then, that might not be all the facts, but I still want to see it and get educated opinion on the actual series myself. And when I actually see it, I'm gonna give my opinion on it and do a review on it. But as far as with that whole thing, man, it shouldn't take these stories about Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly and these sexual predators. You feel what I'm saying? For you to talk to your sons and say, yo, you're not supposed to be doing that to women. It shouldn't take these stories for you to talk to your little beautiful princesses and your daughters and saying, yo, you're loved and you're precious and you're appreciated out here. It shouldn't take that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's my opinion on that. At the end of the day, this is something that we should have been put a foot down on. He should not have still been selling platinum records after he was dating a 15-year-old and we turned a blind eye to that. Once you start turning a blind eye to one thing, you start, you know what I'm saying, like once you give a motherfucker an inch, they take a mile, and that's what happened. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel as though we should have been standing up to this, and this instance right here alone should not be the reason that you want to have real conversations with your sons and your daughters. You dig what I'm saying? You should want to have those conversations with them, because regardless of these stories and these series and these movies, we know it's monsters out here. Monsters that aren't, you feel what I'm saying, famous and rich and influential. You feel what I'm saying? And you still got to watch out for them. So that's my opinion on that. And that's my weekend review for pop culture across the nation right now on this whole R. Kelly situation. You dig what I'm saying? And when I watch the series, I'm going to get my review on it. Bang. Now on to the news segment of MizzyWorld Monday. What was the top story in news across the nation for MizzyWorld Monday? Is there any debate with this one? The government shut down, and them motherfuckers talking about that the IRS might be taking their time giving out the motherfucking tax refunds. First the fuck off, they better chill the fuck out. They want to see crime rate go the fuck up. Fuck the Mexicans. Fuck whoever else y'all talking about foreigner-wise. Y'all want to see the nation go into a fucking tailspin in a whirlwind? Go ahead and refuse them motherfucking refund checks. Go ahead and withhold them fucking refund checks. Go ahead and try to use them fucking refund checks to build that wall. Go ahead and take a couple days on motherfuckers refund checks, bruh. Y'all gonna see this nation turn the fuck upside down. I said myself, y'all tripping if y'all think y'all not giving me my refund check. You got me all the way fucked up, bruh, for some shit that nobody, man, on some real shit. I don't even think Trump wanted the wall no more. He just such an asshole. He can't admit when he's wrong. And he's like, all right, fuck it. All right, we don't need no wall. That was what his whole campaign was on. So he just going to keep staying gun-ho with this shit. But I don't even think this nigga want this shit no more. He don't give a fuck about that shit no more. He just don't want to be wrong. He just can't admit that he's wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit a whole power trip with this nigga. But I don't know what's going on with the government shutdown. This shit is just weird, bruh. Like, that's some shit that I never even heard of, like a government shutdown. First off, you said the motherfucking Mexico was going to build the wall. Now that they saying, dickhead, why the fuck is we building a wall? You talking about if the taxpayers of America not paying the wall that they shutting down. Now they saying we said we ain't paying the motherfucker. Now you shut the motherfucking government down. Now you talking about people that work with the government might not be getting their checks. And that shit with the IRS, yeah, the fuck alright, nigga. Yeah, the fuck alright. Y'all want to see John Dillinger and Pretty Boy Floyd come back the fuck out? Y'all want to see bank robberies at an all-time high again? Go ahead and refuse them fucking refund checks for the year. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, this just shows how much of a joke the political system is in the United States. And I applaud the people that realize how much of a joke it is. And that's the main reason that they want to get into it, is to try to change it from the inside. But it's just my opinion on something that I don't want to fuck with it strictly because of how fucked up it is. I feel as though it changes you before you change it. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though, like, Obama, if Obama couldn't go in there and really create the change that America needed, and it forced this motherfucker to follow him, because that's what this is all about. They just wanted a motherfucker that was the total opposite of Barack Obama in office. That's what this whole motherfucking little Donald Trump situation is about. If this nigga was any other person, or if we didn't have Barack Obama in office before Donald Trump ran for election, he wouldn't have got in. He wouldn't have got the fuck in. You feel what I'm saying? But this shit is just sad, man. I applaud my people that this is the reason that they want to get into politics, because they want to change it. But I can't fuck with it. This shit is weird. It's goofy as fuck. Like, it's really dumb as shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can tell the motherfuckers that really genuinely just got the betterment of people in their heart. And you can tell it's just people that this shit is a game to them. They got the betterment of certain type of people in their heart. And that shit is corny, and that's a lot of the politics. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my weekend review on the news. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck that government shutdown, and y'all better give me my motherfucking refund check. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Now, before I end MizzyWorld Monday, I'm gonna give y'all a little boldness segment, and that's the weekend review movie-wise, because I went to go see Escape Room this past Saturday with my bro B and my bro Raw, and it was a pretty good movie. It was okay. I wouldn't say, oh, it's a must-see, go see it and check it out. It's like, yo, if you like movies and you may be out, you may want to go check a movie out, that's a cool joint to go see. The concept was dope. It was real nice. Of course, it's kind of cliche because of the horror movies, but I thought it was a pretty dope concept, but it was just cliche as a lot of these horror movies have been lately. You feel what I'm saying? But I brought this segment up because I got a lot of movies that in 2019 I'm looking forward to that's coming out real soon. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to give y'all my top 3 movies that I'm looking forward to seeing this year. And I'm going to start off at number 3, The Intruders, with Michael Ealy and Megan fucking Good. Megan Good looks so fucking good in that joint, but that shit look crazy. That shit look like a simple concept, but something that could be real and something that's like could be scary. You feel what I'm saying? A motherfucker that is super attached to a house for one reason or another that's just stalking and shit out you feel what I'm saying? I can't wait to see that. That looked real good. At number two, what was it? I'm gonna say Us. I didn't see the previews for this. All I know was at the heading of the little billboard joint inside the movie theater, it said Jordan Peele's next horror movie. I can't wait to see it. It's called Us. Jordan Peele's next horror movie. I don't know what the fuck it's about. I have no idea what the concept is. I can't wait for it. You dig what I'm saying? The way he just not get out the park, and he was just talking about the series of making horror movies that's based around the racist psyche and all that shit. I can't wait to see that, John. And that number one, y'all already know what it is. Glass. That shit look like it's about to be the fuck crazy. It's gonna be the final movie in a trilogy of a fucking 10-year span of movies. When you think about Unbreakable to Split to now finally Glass, this shit is about to be epic. And I mean epic. I can't wait to see it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the 3 movies I can't wait to see in 2019. We'll see at the end of 2019 if they even in my top 5 movies of the year. You dig what I'm saying? But that's what it is for MizzyWorld Monday. Let me know what y'all thought about Wildcard Weekend. What was y'all big story music-wise? And look out for all them artists from Kyrie, Philly's Hippie, to ARA's, to Drea's Major. You feel what I'm saying? Look out for what did y'all think was the top story pop culture wise? Of course, I feel as though y'all gonna agree with me on the R. Kelly situation. And what did y'all think the biggest story has been news wise throughout the week? You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though y'all gonna agree with me on that. And the fucking IRS finally dropping the news that we might not be giving y'all checks on time. Like, nigga, what? You got me fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is. MizzyWorld Monday. Let's knock the fucking week out of the park. Hold up. Out the park, you dig what I'm saying? Fuck Mondays. I don't know if y'all gonna get it early Monday or late Monday, so I'm gonna say have a great week. I hope y'all had a fucking great Monday, and if y'all get it early, knock this Monday out the park. Fuck that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Knock this motherfucker out like Buster Douglas knocked Mike Tyson out. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck this nut ass Monday and attack the week like a fucking lion attacking its prey. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. MizzyWorld Monday.